November 29th, 2021. This is the Best of Seven Sports Talk. I'm Seven Mitchell, man. And today on Move and Pick Monday, we're going to focus on players or coaches that I feel like need to be out of the door sooner than later based off of productivity and just projected success when it comes to the teams and the organizations. We got to go to LA to talk about Coach Frank Vogel because I think he needs to be out of the door. And John Wall just needs to be let go out of Houston because there's no love in H-Town when it comes to John Wall. We're going to talk about that. But Frank Vogel, when it comes to the Lakers, man, it's apparent that he has no control. I have been blowing this horn for probably about a month and a half now that Frank Vogel needs to be gone. I was never really sold on him being the head coach of the Lakers. When we won the championship back in 2020, I felt like they won that off of heart. They won that championship based off of Kobe passing away and just, that drive. Going into the bubble, I thought that was really the energy that pushed the Lakers over the hump. When you look at Coach Vogel's career, I mean, he's over 500, 409 wins to 351 losses. But in the last, the last 7 years, he only has 21 playoff wins. In 7 years, he only has 21 playoff wins. And mind you, when the Lakers won, they had to win 16 games that year. So 16 out of the 21 playoff games that he has won in the last 7 years all came in one season with the Lakers. To me, Frank Vogel just does not have the capability to control this team when they're going to need it the most. Look at what happened with Anthony Davis and Dwight Howard. Now, that thing didn't blow over. It's pretty much dead. But that wouldn't have happened under Phil Jackson's watch. I don't think that would have happened under Popovich's watch. That would not have happened under some of the most respected, prominent coaches in the league. If Jason Kidd would have remained in LA, which I was hoping for, I don't think we would have saw that. I'm seeing Russell Westbrook and Rajon Rondo out on the court at the same time for extensive periods of time. Now, Russell is playing well right now, but look at this overall body of work. The Lakers, I believe, are 11-11, playing 500. Injuries have played a deal, but at the end of the day, I just don't think that the respect level is there, and Vogel is not willing to do what the hell needs to be done to get this team moving. Either Russell needs to sit down, come off the bench, or Russell needs minutes adjusted so he played most of his minutes with the second unit. Vogel doesn't have the heart to sit Westbrook down. He needs to get more on Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis needs to show that aggression that he had in 2020. AD is getting to be more finesse more and more I see him. And then LeBron is not getting any younger. I just think that Frank Vogel's time is definitely up in LA. I need him to be gone sooner than later. Now, if you ask me who the hell is going to take his place, I really don't care. Because this experiment what we have in front of us right now is not going to work. Can Frank Vogel go somewhere else and coach a team and be successful? Sure. Like I said, in the 8 years of experience that he got, he is a winning record. But I think we can all agree that one of the keys to success is being able to adjust and adapt. And the Lakers do not have that. Look at last year. Now, LeBron went down. They did make the playoffs. First round exit. I'm not going to put all of that on coaching, but it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right to have the Lakers being out in the first round. That was the first time ever LeBron went out in the first round in his career. So I'm really feeling like Frank Vogel is a problem. He's not a horrible coach. I just think what this team is made up of, he's not constructed to be hard and disciplined. He's always going to say the right thing. I just don't feel that vibe. So Frank Vogel definitely needs to go. Like I said, Russell is playing well over his last 5 games. Russell is damn near averaging a triple-double over his last 5 games. So Westbrook has stepped it up. But we are seeing things happen, and we have seen things happen when it comes to strategizing and coaching decisions that make you just go upside your own head. Be like, yo, what is Frankie V thinking about? He couldn't win against LeBron when he was with Indiana. He did get a chip with LeBron in 2020, but now it's just like LeBron to me will be more of a coach than this guy. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm reaching like a point guard on this one, but I'm really not a fan of Frank Vogel. I know there's not a lot of available coaches with cachet that's out there now, so some people are willing to, die on this ship, but not me. But not me. I need this thing to get shaken up. I got to look at the staff, the coaching staff for the Lakers, because more than likely, because there's no real big-time coach that I think is going to come and try to take what LA is delivering this season, more than likely it will be an assistant coach that'll be elevated as an interim coach for the remainder of the year if they was to let go of Frank Vogel. Also on this Move and Pick Monday, man, John Wall in the Houston Rockets. I don't know what the hell is going on with John Wall and the Houston Rockets, but something has to go, and I'm going to demand that the Houston Rockets trade John Wall. Now, sources are saying that the 5-time All-Star, John Wall, will continue to sit games after the team told officials that his desire to – he wants to start. This is the bottom line. John Wall wants to play, but he wants to start and he wants to compete to maintain the starting position. And Houston wants John Wall to come off the bench. This bugs me out. The Houston Rockets are, to me, in no position to be selective when they have a player like John Wall on their team, who I may I add is the best player probably on their team right now. And John Wall has been decent since he came. I'm not talking about as far as production. I'm talking about as far as being a distraction. When John Wall came to Houston, you had DeMarcus Cousins, you had the friction with James Harden. John Wall kept his mouth shut for the most part, and he kept his head down. He didn't add fuel to that fire while James Harden was going through his thing with Houston. So James Harden left. Then DeMarcus Cousins left. So they leave John Wall high and dry. He wants to play. He wants to start. He wants to represent. And Houston's focus is really more on the rookies and the young guys. That's not a format that is new to the NBA. Sometimes you may have that veteran presence on your team, but you really want to focus on developing the younger guys, so you really give them the more minutes and the most bump. But John Wall really wants to go. And if you're not going to keep him, put him on the floor to allow him to show what he still got. It's like they're sabotaging John Wall by asking him to come off of the bench. For what? Houston is not winning anything. So the least that you could do, in my opinion, is give this guy an opportunity to hoop. Now, John Wall is stuck between a hard rock and a rock and a hard place because of the simple fact of his contract. No other team is going to want to pick that up. I think if Houston was to buy him out, he's going to lose what? $20, $30 million probably. And John Wall's not no old head. Ain't no young boy going to want to give up no $20, $30 million. I'm pretty sure he'll just sit on a damn bench. But if you a real hooper, if you a baller, man, that's really going to have to hurt you, rub you the wrong way when you're sitting there for an extensive amount of time and you're not getting no bump and your team is not winning. So if you want to develop some players, Houston Rockets, send their ass to the G League. Have some extended practices after the game, or double up on practices, or whatever you need to do to help develop these young guys. But don't sacrifice John Wall for nothing. You would think John Wall was a troublemaker. So I'm not really feeling that. John Wall, he wants to, he's saying all the right things, he's making all the right moves, but he wants to start. And he wants an opportunity to maintain that role. That's what I respect about him. He don't want to just have it given to him. He wants to show that he deserves it. So I respect him for that. But I think this relationship between Houston and John Wall is a done deal. Where should he go now? Milwaukee, Miami, or the Clippers? 3 teams that have been known to be looking out for a power move, if possible, before the All-Star break. So you got to wonder, what would the addition of John Wall be to the defending champion Milwaukee Bucks? Now, Milwaukee just signed DeMarcus Cousins yesterday to a non-guaranteed contract, 1 year. So could you imagine Boogie and John Wall reuniting in Milwaukee with Giannis and Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday? If they was to get John Wall, Milwaukee could repeat. Let's not get it twisted. If you take John Wall and take him over to Miami with Jimmy Butler and Bam and them, I think they would make some noise. I actually had Miami coming out of the East, and I was actually going to do my move and pick Monday on Kyle Lowry, because now I don't want Kyle Lowry playing in Miami. He misses Toronto, so they need to send his ass back home, because I don't like the fact that he's talking about he's going to retire and sign another contract with Toronto before it's all over with. And he just got sent from Toronto to Miami. We only a month into the season, and he's already talking about retiring and signing one-day contracts with the Raptors. So clearly Kyle Lowry misses home. They could send his ass back home. He was going to be my name today on Move and Pick Monday along with Frank Vogel. But John Wall, I think, is just a bigger story for the simple fact that he wants to show what he got. And Houston, it seemed like they're sabotaging him for now and later for no reason. For no reason. If John Wall was to go to the Clippers, would that make a move? You know, we don't have Kawhi Leonard right now. So, you know, even if John Wall was to go to play with Paul George and all that, I think that may improve what they may have on the court right now. But I don't see them winning any hardware without Kawhi, with or without John Wall. So the Clippers deal, I'm not really sure about. Miami, if he was to go to Miami, they would be dangerous. But if John Wall was to go to Milwaukee, some way, somehow, I think all bets are off. Milwaukee should be the sure shot favorite to win their second consecutive championship. And this is coming from a Lakers fan. So we're going to figure this thing out soon. But on this Move and Pick Monday, man, I feel like Frank Vogel needs to be gone, because he is just not fit for the chemistry and the makeup of the Los Angeles Lakers team that we have this year. He's not willing to pull a trigger and make the tough decisions. And Houston and John Wall, man, for John Wall to want to continue to play and start and maintain a competitive, spot, and Houston want him to come off of the bench, and they don't have anyone on that team better than him at this point, and they're not in any playoff contention, makes absolutely no sense. They need to go ahead and let go of John Wall. So those are my thoughts when it comes to Frank Vogel and John Wall. This is Move and Pick Monday here on the Best of 7 Sports Talk. I'm Seven Mitchell. Make sure y'all check out the full podcast of the Best of 7, available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all your favorite streaming platforms. I'll make sure that the link is in the description box. Do not forget, man, we still got special Black Friday sales and items available. Best of 7 merchandise. I'll have the link in the description as well, so you guys can get all your Best of 7 Sports Talk merchandise for Christmas. Definitely appreciate the support, man. We're gonna have some giveaways soon, so you guys buckle in, like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely appreciate the support. Tomorrow is Tip-Off Tuesday on the Best of 7. We're gonna go to the NBA scoreboard tomorrow and give our predictions for tomorrow's games. So I will see you guys here tomorrow live on the channel. You are now rocking with the best, though. This is the Best of 7 Sports Talk. I'm Seven Mitchell. Move and Pick Monday. It's a wrap. Let's get rid of Frank Vogel in Houston. Let John Wall go so he can ball. We're not playing this game. I'm Seven Mitchell, man. You are now rocking with the best. This is the Best of Seven Sports Talk, and I'm out. Peace. All right, man. Peace to my NBA family. It's your host, Seven Mitchell, with the Best of Seven Sports Talk. I just wanted to take this time out to say thank you to each and every one of you guys for so much support for the podcast. I hope you guys are really enjoying some of the outside-the-box angles we take, bringing you in these NBA storylines. Please don't forget to like and share. Most importantly, rate the podcast. You can follow us on social media. All the links will be in the description. And if you would like to contribute to the Best of Seven Sports Talk platform, we have merchandise available, as well as links for the merch, and donations will be all in the description. Once again, thank each and every one of you guys in the NBA community for supporting the show. This is Seven Mitchell with the Best of Seven Sports Talk. Let's talk some NBA action.